In today's video, we're taking a look at how to fix or repair a leaking bathtub faucet, easy and simple. It's so easy, anyone could do. Everything that we use on the video, we're going to leave a link on the description. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe. That does help us out a lot. Thank you. So you woke up today, and you really woke up. You were sleeping, and the only thing you hear is drip drip, and it's not money in your pocket. Don't worry. Here at the StatUpBox team, we've got your back. And the first thing that you want to do is shut off the water supply to the bathtub. If you have an individual one, you can close that one, or you can shut off the main line. Because the last thing you want is to fill your house like a pool and not invite the neighbors. You may also want to check out our video on how to replace a diverter for this particular system as well. We'll leave links in the description. In this particular system, we're working on a Delta faucet which uses rubber seats and springs, which means the technique is going to work for any system that uses this part, different from cartridge systems. And there are many repair kits where you can find the parts that we need. In this first repair kit, we have everything that we need, and this is the Danco 80684 repair kit. You can also find it in this PP808-67 repair kit, or you can also find it in this kit, the Danco 86971 repair kit, and these are just a few. There are many others. We'll leave links in the description. The good thing about the first one is that it has all you need. The other kits have more than what you need, but it's always good to have options. That's something we always tell the spouse. I mean, that's something we will never tell the spouse. And we clearly mean tools to repair things. But then we let the spouse, friend, family member, or partner know the price, and it seems that's forbidden too. But luckily, we can count on the editor to remove all this part. And now we come to the third line of defense. We want to get a towel or rag and place it at the bottom. The last thing we want is any pieces taking a trip through paradise. Now that we filled your brain with data, we're ready to start. The first thing that we want to do is remove the cap from the faucet handle. And you can usually do this with a flathead screwdriver or sometimes your beautiful strong nails. But we want to save that for another day. If we look inside the faucet handle hole that now we created, lowering the value of your home, we will see a screw that holds the handle in place. In this particular case is a Phillips screw. In your case, it may be a flathead screw or a ball. No matter which you have, the technique is going to be the same. We are going to use the ancient technique passed down generation to generation of lefty loosey, righty tighty. And depending on the gunk and grime the faucet has stashed for years and years, once the screw is removed, the handle should come off easily. Now we're going to have access to our assembly. We're going to use our favorite pliers or pipe wrench to disassemble the faucet. A pro tip, using a rag or a towel to cover the teeth of the pliers or the wrench goes a long way. It would avoid losing your kingdom in the first day. We're going to notice some teeth around the faucet, and that's where we want to place the teeth of our wrench or plier. And using the old technique of lefty loosey, righty tighty, you might have to invoke the mighty powers of Thor on the initial break, and depending on the gunk and grime accumulated with time, remember, because of all the water after the initial break, you should be able to twist it by hand. We know your beautiful strong muscles are in display today. Always remember to use both arms for an even pump. Once removed, we're going to have access to our plastic cam and ball stem valve assembly. We want to go ahead and remove that together, and now we have access to the surprise face. And here is where we're going to have access to our two rubber seats and two conical springs. And to make the job a lot easier, we're going to use a Phillips screwdriver to insert it in the seat and spring so it could be easier to remove and it won't fall to the dark side. We're going to repeat the same thing for the second one. And always remember, a pro tip, saving the parts, it's always a good idea. You never know when it's going to go from a DIY day to one of those days. And you know, that's usually every DIY day. And now you've done it. You broke your home, or hopefully somebody else's home. I mean, we're halfway there now. We're going to reverse engineer our way to glory. And what we want to do is take the spring and the smaller side and place it inside the rubber seat, which means that the larger side on the spring, it's going to be on the outer part. We're going to use the same technique of using a Phillips screwdriver, inserting it in and then pushing it in with our fingers. And we're going to repeat this for the other side as well. Now we're going to take our ball stem valve assembly and we're going to notice a notch that we're going to align with our groove. So basically it means it could only go one way. We're going to insert it back, and remember, it may not go all the way in, but once we tighten the assembly back, it's going to push it and set it all the way in. Now we're going to take our screw in cover and tighten it back. And remember the ancient technique passed down generation to generation of lefty loosey, righty tighty. We like to start off by hand whenever we're placing anything on threads. This is going to assure that your threads have a lesser possibility of getting ruined and creating one of those days. Once we feel it we can't go more with the hand, we're going to use our pliers or a wrench. And once we feel it tight, that should be good enough. Remember, you don't want to over tighten and create another of those big days. If you have any leaks thereafter, snugging it in a little bit more should do the trick. And once we place the system all together, you're going to notice that your faucet is going to be tighter. That's a sign that your faucet, it's almost like that first day when you got it. We're going to place our knob, then we're going to place our screw, and finally our cap. Always remember, when placing the knob and cap, you want to make sure that you have the hot pointing to the hot and the cold to the cold. Unless this is the day when you take your kingdom back. We have your back 6 to 10 miles away. What we do, a back is a back. And now you've done it. You become a master leak fixer, a water stopper, spring loader, genius of this generation. Don't forget, if you liked the video, please give us a thumbs up. That really helps. If you have any questions, place them in the comment section below. Either someone on the StatUpBox team or someone on the YouTube community can help you out with an answer. Don't forget to subscribe, follow us on social media. Thank you for watching, and here's a link to our latest video.